Hi, I'm Jeremy Harbinson, one of the partners here at Harbinson Mulholland. And one of the questions I love to ask people is, where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time in your life and your business? And asking you that question gives you and me a great perspective, because it helps to put whatever challenges or problems you're facing into the context of the destiny that you're trying to get to. Now, why might that be important? Well, imagine that you're sitting on a plane that's trying to get from London to New York. Now, the pilot knows that he needs to get to New York, and he programs the autopilot accordingly. Then he roars off down the runway and he gets into the air. But once the plane is into the air, things start happening. An air pocket appears on the left and it draws the plane off to the left. But because the pilot knows that he's trying to get to New York, he steers the plane back on course. And then the wind knocks it off to the right. But again, because the pilot knows he's trying to get to New York, he steers the plane back on course. Then maybe on his radar, he sees a storm up ahead, and so he has to take a big detour to fly around it. But because he and the autopilot both know they're trying to get to New York, they keep making course adjustments until they get there. But do you know that now with modern technology, onboard computers can measure the direction the plane is going every second of the time? And they found out when they studied these that the average plane is flying in the wrong direction 95% of the time. Now just imagine if the pilot didn't know what destination he wanted to go to, and he just roared off down the runway and said, "Let's go flying today." Well, you might end up in Rio de Janeiro or Cape Town or Moscow, but your chances of arriving in New York are remote. Well, that is exactly like your life and your business. And it's very powerful if you start to apply that to every aspect of your business and your life. But many companies I find don't do that. In fact, of all the people that I asked that question to, where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Less than 5% of people have ever given it any serious thought. This is just one example of the ways that by bringing fresh thinking and perspective, we help businesses to grow and improve. So I hope that I'm going to meet you again soon. And in the meantime, whatever your destination, fly safely.